The state is about to enter its second year in a row without a balanced budget. WCIA3's Kelsey Gibbs sat down with the comptroller who says if a solution isn't made soon, schools will not open on time this year.
I decided to try and step up to help, and the governor called and asked me to be appointed.
A politician wasn't the first choice for Leslie Munger, but the opportunity came when the state least expected it.
To the role that needed to be filled when Judy Bartopinka passed away so unexpectedly after winning election to her second term, and so I was happy to step up.
In her first year as comptroller, the state had no budget.
But on the bills that we have announced, we have $8 billion of the bills. We are still paying bills from the end of March. We are running about 56 business days behind, which translates to being about 3 months behind.
And the state is less than 10 days from it happening second year in a row.
Part of the government we can't fund. That's another $1 to $2 billion. We have our unfunded pension liabilities that right now are in excess of $116 billion that we have to make a contribution to the pension funds for.
Illinois is required by law to pay 90% of its bills.
We haven't paid them, and that's why it's so hard. We can legally pay them, but we cannot actually pay them because there's no cash available.
Lawmakers and the governor are pushing for a stopgap proposal.
But it gets essential human services, construction services, public safety services, and essential government operations funded through January.
Governor Rauner fears of a government shutdown.
And without a budget, there's a risk that our schools don't open. There's a risk that our essential government services aren't provided.
Munger says floods of calls come into her office from seniors, disability advocates, and vendors, all pleading for help.
We get about 5,000 phone calls into our office every week from people wondering where their payments are and if they can be paid at all. If so, when will they be paid?
The deadline for the next budget is June 30th. Lawmakers have not been in session since the end of May.